Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Raymondville, Texas. Real Sports Live here. This is Marco Munguia bringing you tonight's action at Burnett Stadium on Coach Ray Solis Field as we get ready for the rebirth of a classic rivalry of the 80s and 90s, the Raymondville Bearcats hosting the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets. For both fans, this matchup brings back nostalgic memories. I can tell you one thing. These guys in the stands are fired up and happy to be here. And now these young men suiting up and putting on those helmets are part of this all. The home team, Raymondville Bearcats, seem to have found their groove at the end of their first game last week, beating Rio Hondo 21-13. A couple of standouts from week one was the quarterback to receiver connection of Diego Gutierrez to Brian Robles. They connected 2 times on 4th and long situations to come up with touchdowns. Defensively, it was the Hunter Posas highlight reel. Middle linebacker Posas totaled 16 tackles for 4 losses and 2 big sacks. The Cats will need another big performance tonight from their defense as they'll take on the slot T offense of the Edcouch Yellow Jackets. First-year head coach Victor Cardenas has taken over the throne after serving as assistant coach in OC. His Yellow Jackets took on a tough Corpus Christi Carroll team last week and came up short 52-28. But big game came from Moses De Leon, who racked up over 100 yards and a touchdown. We'll see if we get him in the action tonight, and we could see some other backs from Edcouch. Gabriel Avila, Juan De Leon, and slot back Frankie Cano. Senior Alvaro Amaya is the driver of the Jackets offense, as he'll be steering this slot T offense at quarterback. On the defensive side, take a look and look out for Troy Barco. Just a sophomore, but man, what a game he had last week versus Carroll. He had 10 tackles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 defensive touchdowns. So hang tight as we get ready for our game here tonight. We're about 3.5 minutes till kickoff. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just get the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click Fruya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Blue Fruya Motors, we're always at your service.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
You're
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are the Red Lake Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff's underway as the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets will start with the ball. Ball is in. Little stumble and fumble. And here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Head coach Victor Cardenas and his slot T offense ready to rock and roll, which I can see why Coach Frank Cantu of the Bearcats would want to pick up this game, because PI later down the road is going to run that slot T offense over in Port Isabel. So this will be a good test, a good practice run to look at this look of the slot T offense, which will be crucial down the line as they face PI later on for a district championship. Want to thank you all for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Once again, big time classic rivalry between these two teams. I'm sure lots of viewers today watching, bringing back lots of memories as these two teams facing up. There's a big run, big gap, still on his feet, going down, crosses the 50, finally being chased down. Big run by Frankie Cano as he crosses it over into Bearcat territory. That slot T is a tricky offense to keep down. You don't know, you have your backs going right, left, up the middle. When run well, it's hard to find that ball. But let me tell you, if anybody can do it, it's going to be Bearcats' Hunter Posas, who has a nose for the ball. Talked about him earlier at 16 tackles last week against Rio Hondo. And there's that ball once again up the middle. Yellow Jackets wearing that white with their gold, up from the box up here. A little hard to see that light colored yellow, but we're going to do the best we can. Once again, thank you for tuning in. This is Real Sports Live in Raymondville, Texas. A lot of background stories in tonight's game. One of the big ones, Raymondville High School principal Raul Valdez. We'd like to talk to him and see who he's rooting for. Of course, he's going to say the Bearcats and see as the principal of these players, but he is an Edcouch-Elsa grad, and he played for the Yellow Jackets back in 91 and 92. So I'm sure if we see him here in the stands, he might be wearing a split shirt, one half Yellow Jacket, the other half Bearcat. I'm sure that he had an interesting week this week, as some of his old Yellow Jacket teammates and then his students and staff and the coaching staff here probably gave him a hard time this week to see who he'll be rooting for. Bearcat defense holding down and has the Yellow Jackets at a 4th and about 2. Looking like a 4th and 1 now, where they place that ball. Let's take a look to see what these Jackets are going to do. If the Bearcat offense can make a hold, make something happen, and they do. Big time stop in the backfield with a helmet coming off as well. So big time stuff. And that's exactly what Coach Cantu's defense wanted to get going here. Start that tone after that big run by Edcouch to cross onto Bearcat territory, and the Bearcat defense steps up and stuffs the Jackets on that 4th down.
Number 7, Diego Gutierrez.
And here comes the Bearcat offense. Bearcats donning their blue with blue helmets. Gutierrez at the quarterback into that shotgun. Ball's going to be handed off, and there's a tackle for loss by the Yellow Jacket defense as ball was handed off to Brian Robles. Matt Enriquez in that backfield, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Looking like our stream is going to be found on YouTube. So please like, share if you guys were looking for it on Facebook. It looks like our Facebook feeds were overfilled. So that made us jump over just to YouTube. So please share our link over on your Facebook pages or anything that you like. Share our feed from this game on YouTube. Last week, Gutierrez had himself a good game, went 10 for 17. Back in the pocket, threw for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also led the team in rushing yards, had 15 carries for 97 yards and 1 touchdown. Gutierrez stepping back, looking down the field, showing that arm. He does have a man. It's complete to Brian Robles.
That's a complete pass.
And we talked about that connection earlier in our pregame, and we said that if there was one thing that the Bearcats did well, it was that connection of Robles and Gutierrez. And what a big-time play right there for the Bearcats. Let's take a look at that one again.
Run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlan.
By a swarm of Yellow Jackets, look to be on the plate at number 3. Nazario Acevedo, flags on the play. So nice throw once again. Gutierrez showing off that arm strength, and Robles just showing how he can pull that down. It reminds me of Percy Harvin. Anybody remember Percy Harvin? Back in the day, I believe he played for the Florida Gators. That guy could just get up and go get that ball. Robles showing that type of skill. Bearcats now looking at a 2nd and 14. First quarter here in Raymondville. Want to thank you again for tuning in, Real Sports Live. Gutierrez takes the ball himself, finds a little bit of room to run up the middle. Gains about 2, but not much there. So now looking at a 3rd and long situation are the Bearcats.
On the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 13 for the Bearcats.
Let's see what Coach Cantu is going to pull out here on this 3rd and long situation. Ball pitched. It's an end around reverse. Coming up is Robles, and nice tackle from behind. That is Jasper Martinez, who shows his speed. And the Cats are now looking at a 4th and long. But they're at that, they're right there at the point of the field where a punt, might go a little over. So, if you're going to go for it, you're going to go for it. You lose it on downs. Not much hurt there. So let's see. They're going to go ahead, and they do. That's a short punt. But it takes a nice Bearcat roll. Let's see if the Bearcats can get to it, and they do. And they're going to pin the Yellow Jackets at about the 2 or 3 yard line. So that punt was with great precision. And a nice Bearcat bounce.
And the Bearcat defense is back on the field.
Thank you again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. We're on YouTube right now. So please like, share, and our link to the YouTube. I'm sure we have people looking for the game over on Facebook right now. But it looks like our Facebook feeds got a little tied up. So now we are on YouTube and YouTube only. Want to thank Rodney Suarez watching the game.
Look in on the tackle right there, number 70.
And let's see what the Jackets are going to do as their backs are pinned against their own goal line. Once again, we're getting some calls, looking for our stream, looking for our feed. Please share our YouTube link on y'all's social media so y'all can see where to find this game. And there is a nice tackle in that backfield, almost gets him back. That Bearcat defense bringing it and not giving up much. So tight situation here for the Yellow Jackets as they're just trying to create a little space and get away from their goal line. Ball's on the 3-yard line, 3rd and 9 now for the Yellow Jackets. Quarterback Alvaro Amaya leading that slot T offense for the Jackets. Ball's handed off, but doesn't get much. Still going to look at that 4th down as Chris Guerrero gets that tackle. So now a 4th and 6. And still in a dangerous spot for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if the Cats are going to put some pressure, try to get that block punt here. Nobody in the backfield for the Cats, so they're going to bring the house. They're going to try to get to this punter. Not enough time to get there. Ball is downed on Yellow Jacket territory, so the Bearcats are going to have nice field position to start this drive out. Bearcat offense, I'm sure, are going to try to balance out their offense. They're going to have their runs. They're going to try to balance it out with a couple pass plays. But right now, you know, what's worked for them is through the air. If the Gutierrez can get enough time to get something off, flags come off, and looks like it's going to be a jump on the Yellow Jacket side. And it will be against the Yellow Jackets, and that'll give the Raymondville Bearcats 5 yards. So the Cats now looking at a 1st and 5. And that's the kind of stuff I'm sure Coach Cardenas is wanting to clean up from his Yellow Jacket side. He's saying, gentlemen, let's go. We cannot be given yards. You know, that was one of the things last week against Carroll is they had, you know, some turnover issues. I want to say they fumbled the ball about 4 to 5 times, giving Carroll the ball back. And that's the kind of stuff I'm sure Coach Cardenas wants to clean up, him and his coaching staff. Let's not give our opponents things. Make them earn it. You know, make it earn it, just like any coach would say. Looks like we're going to a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Every step of the way.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you are watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Out of the timeout, Bearcats looking at that 1st and 5. Ball on the 31. Gutierrez pulls it himself, tries to get around a couple of those big boys on that D-line of the Jackets, but he just cannot convert, and he is met. But there's a flag on the field, And that might go against the defense. Might have been a tug on Gutierrez's face mask. Let's take a look to see what they call. That'll move the Cats up on that foul. So that'll move them all the way up.
That'll move the chains, ladies and gentlemen.
And give the Bearcats some good field possession. Want to thank Sylvia Garcia watching from the Texas Panhandle, rooting on the Cats. Here goes Gutierrez in that shotgun. He's going to pull it himself. Finds a little bit of room to run and a couple blockers up that right side. Gets to about the 11-yard line, trying to get himself inside the 10. But falls a little bit short. Looks like they're going to place it on about the 11. You know, the Yellow Jacket D-line had that great stuff there, but all it took was that little hand to the face mask. Here is a Wildcat formation as Pedro Rodriguez gets that one. Take that back. That's Hunter Posas who gets that. As he speeds up that middle, crosses the 10, and gets to about the 6. Gutierrez back in that shotgun. Looks like an overload protection on the right. Gutierrez trying to get around that right side and pushed out of bounds by the Yellow Jacket defense.
Number 7, Gutierrez on the carry. Be second down. Second and goal for the Bearcats.
So first quarter, under 2 minutes now. Bearcats spread out their formation, have a man in motion. That's Slade Gutierrez. Diego Gutierrez drops back, tries to find Slade Gutierrez, but they cannot connect.
Intended for number 12, Slade Gutierrez.
So now third and goal situation for the Bearcats, as they are going to try to capitalize on this field position. Ball on the 9. Trips right. Motion man goes back the other way. That's Robles. Gutierrez pulls back. Tip ball. Broken up by the Yellow Jacket defense. Nice read on that. Bearcats a lot lucky they didn't get their hands on it to take it back, because there would have been no one there to stop them. So now Bearcats miss out on a scoring opportunity for a touchdowns, and they're going to bring out their field goal team. Obed Almeida for the field goal. Kick is up, and it is no good. Goes just a bit right. So still 0-0 ball game. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this. Here come the Yellow Jackets, and plenty of room to run, but runs into his own man. So Amaya found some room to run on their right side. but then bumps into one of his blockers and goes down, but not before picking up a yellow jacket first down. Looks like we're going to have an official timeout. We'll be back. This is Real Sports Live.
District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K 3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click FruYou.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Hottest in Town Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Coming out of the official timeout, here we are, still in the first quarter, 1:22 left in it. As the Yellow Jack is trying to get something here at the end of this first. Both teams have had had their opportunities. We've seen some big runs, a big pass play, but no one has yet to capitalize and get into that end zone just yet. But once again, this rivalry, I want to say, after doing a little bit of research, it's been 20 years, around 20 years since the last time these two teams have met. Someone said in 04, where Edcouch took that one. In 04 was the last time these two teams met. I remember being part of a big game between these two teams back in 97, 98. It was actually a game of the week here in Raymondville, and the Yellow Jackets took that one as well. But there's been some classic rivalries. I was talking to some of the Bearcat coaching staff that used to be part of those the 90s and those 90s teams, and they were saying, Coach, you got to understand that, you know, Edcouch and Raymondville was a huge rivalry, and some of these younger guys they haven't understood just how big that rivalry was back in those days. And look at that, we have right here, Luis Perez, thanks for tuning in. They said 40-7 was one of those scores from one of those rivalry games, and like I said, you know, we had our high school principal here in Raymondville, Mr. Valdez, part of the 91 team, and he was part of a linebacking trio. I read it on Facebook earlier, and he's just diehard Yellow Jacket, and now he's the principal over here at Raymondville High School. So the Yellow Jackets punted away once again. We're getting close to the end of this first quarter. Rio Sports Live here on YouTube. Please like, share our link. We're not on Facebook tonight, but share the YouTube link on your Facebook so both sides from Edcouch and from Raymondville can find the stream here. We want to thank Raymondville ISD and especially their AV club. They're doing our camera work, so we got student workers producing tonight's video and doing the best they can. Here come the Bearcats. Diego Gutierrez once again gonna go deep, but a little too deep, and we have a bump, and it looks like it's gonna be a pass interference on those Yellow Jackets. And that's gonna be a big time flag there. And let's see what the official call is going to be. I'm sure Coach Cardenas on the other side saying it. I don't think it was catchable. But sure enough, it's going to be a pass interference call. And that's going to move the chains and get the Bearcats over midfield.
That'll move the chains for another Raymondville Bearcat. First down. Ball's marked on the 44-yard line. First and 10, Bearcats.
The ball's going to be on the Bearcat 44. Now they got a fresh set of downs. Gutierrez rolling out, but looks back the other way. Sees his target, but not enough to connect.
Incomplete pass.
Pass was intended for Adrian Guajardo.
Good defense by the Jackets. That'll be second down and 10.
So 2nd and 10, about 10 seconds left in this first quarter. I want to thank Jason Cantu, former quarterback for the Bearcats, former all-around Bearcat in every sport that he played here, graduate last year, watching from San Antonio, Texas. Here come the Bearcats, nice little pitch and catch, a little hitch, pass out to Slade Gutierrez, who picks up that Bearcat first down. And looks like that clock's going to run all the way out to end the first quarter. Raymondville with the drive. This is Real Sports Live. And we'll bring you back here to start off the second quarter of play.
Nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Ready for the second quarter now. Bearcat ball. Gutierrez back in that shotgun. Ball's handed off to Christopher Guerrero. Guerrero picks up about 3 yards on that. So 0-0 ball game here in Raymondville. Both teams trying to find the end zone. We've seen some pretty big plays within the 10-yard lines. Just can't capitalize to get in for that score. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 43. Gutierrez in that shotgun with the lone back. Gutierrez calls his own number, escapes one, but can't escape two as the Jacket defense is there for that stop. Marlon Barco in on that tackle. Luis Perez, he retracts that comment. Luis Perez has a prediction. He says 28-7 will be today's final. Let's see if Luis's prediction goes into fruition. That's what he's going to say, that Edcouch is going to come up 28-7 today. Want to also thank Maggie Zoller. Maggie Zoller watching from San Perlita, but rooting in her hometown of Edcouch-Elsa. Incomplete pass for the Bearcats. Had his receiver open. We're getting a slew of recent Bearcat grads watching tonight, and not just grads, but some studs and stars for the former Bearcats. Want to thank Zoravian Amardades tuning in, rooting on his Bearcats as well. Ball is muffed and it's on the ground, but it looks like Edcouch recovered.
Edcouch recovered, number 9. Jasper Martinez on the recovery. That'll be 1st and 10.
So two former Bearcats watching tonight. Want to thank you guys. I'm sure there's plenty of former Bearcats watching tonight, as well as former Yellow Jackets. We're on YouTube. You guys get on our link. Please share our link feed so we can get everybody watching here on both sides. Here comes the Bearcat defense.
At the line by number 18.
And big time play there by Gus Oviedo in that backfield. And that's going to be a big tackle for loss.
I can't see Raymondville's one.
I think they're steadying their offense at the defense.
Jack is trying to get that ball and stretch it out to the right, but once again, not much going there on the running game for the Yellow Jackets.
Third down and 11 for the Yellow Jackets.
And Local Nightmare, thanks for tuning in on YouTube, watching and supporting La Máquina all the way from Chicago, Illinois. The beauty of the internet and being able to stream these games and bring it to you guys, even if you're not around, you can't make it out to the game, we have you here on Real Sports Live.
On the tackle number 5, Chris Guerrero.
Chris Guerrero gets in on that sack there
Also in there with the assist
for a big loss of yards.
for the Yellow Jackets.
Let's take a look. So Jack has got to punt it away, and it's a nice punt. Gets across midfield and takes a big-time Yellow Jacket bounce and roll and gets it all the way back to the 28-yard line of the Bearcats. So let's see if one of these teams, I feel like, is just a matter of time that one of them's going to hit a big one and get some momentum. I think that's what's lacking right now. Neither one of these teams has that big-time play that just turns it on and gets things going for them, but it's only a matter of time. Mr. Albert Trevino watching the game from La Sara. Trevino, thanks for tuning in, wishing his Yellow Jackets the best tonight. Bearcat offense ready to go. Ball handed off. Actually kept. Gutierrez tries to keep it himself. Doesn't pick up much. Maybe about 2-3 yards. Yellow Jacket helmets on the field, though. In on that tackle, Matt Enriquez. D-line for Elsa has had a nice game so far as they've been stuffing everything that's come up that middle area. Gutierrez pitches it out. Once again, that D-line is in there and gets that tackle. Those light. Carlos Vallejo in on that tackle for the Jackets. You know, we're trying to, from up here from the booth, the light-colored numbers on the Yellow Jackets uniforms are hard to see, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it, guys. Here we go. Bearcats rolling out. Gutierrez looking down the field. Has a man down. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Pass intended for number 32. Chris Gonzalez.
So another set of downs have come and gone. Bearcats now at a 4th down situation. Jacob Ramirez, thanks for tuning in. Saying go Cats from the Raymondville Roping Arena. There's a boot of a punt. And it's just going to be waved right there. So second quarter score still 0-0. We're almost about the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Edcouch coming out now. Let's see if they can find their groove. Coach Cardenas and that slot T. Coach Cardenas was the offensive coordinator for the Yellow Jackets last year, taking over the head duties. Coach Christian Navarro is now the athletic director, just carries the athletic director title, but still oversees a lot of the operations through football. Let's talk about some of the coaching staff on that Edcouch side. We got some big names on that assistant coaching side helping this Yellow Jacket offense and defense. You know, they're a young squad. They're a young squad. They have some sophomores and some big-time roles here. Coach Jaime Infante, former AD and head coach over in Lyford, has some stints in PI as well. He's out there advising these young guys, getting Edcouch back into the groove of things. And also Coach Albert Garcia, too. These are some guys that have plenty and even more years of experience on the gridiron, and they're bringing their expertise over to the Yellow Jacket side.
Senior class concession stand on the visiting side. Bring up second down and about 3.
Here we go. Edcouch moving the ball now. 2nd and 3. Ball on the 40. But met in that backfield, big-time tackle for loss is Gus Oviedo. And he gets through that line before anything could develop.
That'll bring up a big 3rd down. Put your hands together, ladies.
Class of 09 from Edcouch. Jorge Vargas watching from Mission. Thanks for tuning in to our game on Real Sports Live. So 3rd and 5, ball on the 42. Looks like Coach Cardenas wants to call a timeout, talk things over on this big 3rd down. 4:53 left in this first half of play. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Out of that Yellow Jacket timeout, looks like Coach Cardenas is ready to go. Pass incomplete. Just couldn't hang on to it, but looks like flags come out. Let's see what the call is going to be. That's going to go against the Jackets, as there was some movement on the line. Would love to hear or read up on some of the old rivalries of any old Yellow Jackets or Bearcats are watching. Leave us a comment. How did the year go that you guys played against each other? Who came up on top? Any scores maybe? So right now it's been all about the defense as both have been putting some pressure on. Another set of downs gone, and there's the punt. They're going to try to get it, but it bounces into the back of the end zone for the touchback. And out comes the Raymondville offense, led by Diego Gutierrez, who I said last week against Rio Hondo. You got to remember, Raymondville's coming out of a short week. They ended up playing Rio Hondo on Saturday instead of Friday, so that took a day out of their preparation to get ready for this week's game. Last week, Rio Hondo got hit with rain, so they decided to postpone and move it back one day. And again, in that game, Gutierrez went for 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air and 1 on the ground. Trying to find his groove here. Let's see if he can hook up with Robles once again. Those two connected 2 times for touchdowns last week. Gutierrez pulls it down himself, finds some room to run, makes a nice move to be elusive and get through a tackle. Nice run by Gutierrez for that Bearcat first down.
And that'll move the chains, ladies and gentlemen, for another Bearcat first down.
But that clock keeps ticking as we get closer and closer to halftime. And I'm sure the Bearcats would like to get something going before the end of this half. And the Jackets are saying, no, let's not give up anything before halftime. Shifty moves, still on his feet, refuses to go down as Brian Robles, and finally taken down by the Jackets.
Brought down by number 11, Nathan Amaya.
Jose Maruquin, thanks for watching. He said he played for the Cats in the 90s. And he remembers a score back then of Cats 13, Jackets 0.
Second down and 7 for the Bearcats.
2nd and 7, ball on the 36. Bearcats trying to get something going. Gutierrez waiting for the snap. Flag comes out. Gutierrez scrambling. Finds his receiver. Ball's on the floor. Not sure if they're going to call that incomplete or if that ball was fumbled. Did he have possession? The officials say yes, that he did have possession. And let's see, it might have been a free play for the Bearcats. Artie Tanguma, class of 09, tight end. Back in 09, watching from Westaco, Texas. If I stand correctly, Artie's dad, Coach Tanguma, was a coach for the Bearcats for a while, worked in Raymondville. But I remember he had his son, good-sized boy. Artie, thanks for watching. So they do call that a complete, and it's going to be that free play for the Bearcats as the chains move once again. 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line. Ball kept by Gutierrez, makes a spin, breaks 1, breaks 2, but the ball's on the floor, and looks like Edcouch has picked it up. So Gutierrez tries to make a spin move, and on that spin move, the Jackets were able to rip that ball out. Ball goes on the floor, and the Yellow Jackets get the ball. So big defensive stop there for the Jackets with about 2:20 left in this first half, and that's going to give some life on that Yellow Jackets sideline. Now let's see if the offense can capitalize on this turnover. Hitch play is complete, and that is Frankie Cano picks up some good yards there. But there's a flag on the field. Let's see what they're going to call that. If it's going to come back, it's going to be a clipping call, an illegal block in the back, and that'll erase that completion for the Jackets. So the Jackets come out, and they get that fumble recovery, but then the next play, a nice catch with yards after, and they get it called back. Rolando Lozano, class of 96 over in Edcouch. You know, he said, man, well, some of the biggest games of the year back then were the Raymondville and Edcouch games. Scrambled and almost intercepted by the Bearcats.
Second down.
Joe Rodriguez said Edcouch and Raymondville was one of the biggest rivalry games of the late 90s. Always a game of the week, class of 99.
Always easy to say.
So Edcouch, which came out, got that fumble, had a big reception, got called back, and now they're looking at a 2nd and 20. Just get it back to the original line of mark there. Couple mistakes have killed the momentum for both these teams as they're trying to just clean things up. 3rd and 11, ball on the 49 of the Bearcats. But we're about a minute 30 left in this first half. Amaya drops back, finds his man, and that's complete for the Jackets. And let's see if they try to go with a little hurry-up offense here.
Brought down by number 10, Slevin Gutierrez for the Bearcats. Bring up 4th down.
But now they're looking at a 4th and 11, ball on the 42. We got a little bit over a minute of the first half of play, and they're going to bring out their punting team. I guess not going to take any chances here. You know, the Jackets are going to be a running team, but Alvaro Amaya was 4 for 11 last week against Carroll. He did have a touchdown and threw over 100 yards. And it's a fake. They have a man up the seam. It's complete. They get the first down and then some. So come out with a little bit of trickery are the Yellow Jackets. Let's take a look at that one again.
Timeout. Edcouch.
So the Jackets convert on that 4th down fake punt, has that inside seam, and they're looking at a 1st and 10 with the ball on the 14-yard line. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in. If you were looking for our game on Facebook, I'm guessing our Real Sports Live Facebook feed got overloaded, which only put us on YouTube. So please, if you guys have our link, share that link and put it on y'all's Facebook so everybody can see where they can find today's game. Edcouch, Raymondville, wherever, or just a football fan in general. Want to thank everybody again for chiming in to our chat here, getting some really good stuff. Rolando Lozano, class of 96 from Edcouch. He says that he's glad to see this rivalry being renewed and playing once again.
Yellow Jacket ball on the 14-yard line of the Bearcats. Ball was fumbled.
Ball is on the floor and picked up by the Bearcats. That is Chris Guerrero at the 35. The 30 has one man behind him. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Raymondville Bearcat touchdown.
big time play. We talked about momentum, and if that isn't momentum, I don't know what is, as Christopher Guerrero ends up with the ball and takes it all the way back for the fumble touchdown recovery. Was it 75? Yeah, I've done about there. So Bearcats get on the board as their defense produces the big-time fumble recovery and taken all the way back by Christopher Guerrero. The Jackets seem to have jumped off sides. That ball's going to be moved up to the 1.5, and let's see if they still decide to go for the extra point. And it looks like they do. Extra point is blocked, ball on the ground, and it's just going to be no extra point. So 6 points on the board on that fumble recovery that was taken back 75 yards by Christopher Guerrero. And that puts the Bearcats on the board. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
We envision.
I've got my plan. I say lob it to.
Coming out of that Bearcat touchdown. Kickoff goes over, and we got about maybe 14 seconds left in the first half as the Jackets are going to get the ball right before halftime. So 6-0 ball game as the Bearcats got on the board by way of defense. Christopher Guerrero picks up that ball on that fumble, goes 75 yards, takes it all the way back.
Met by a host of Raymondville Bearcat defensive players there. Leading the charge looked to be number 5, Christopher Guerrero.
So the Jack is going to let that time wind down going into halftime, and we are at halftime now. 6-0 ball game here in Raymondville. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got one half down and another half to come. Halftime coming up. I want to remind our viewers, we get this all the time. You know, we get into halftime and the bands come out, and we love the bands, both sides, every band that comes out and performs. thing about our Real Sports Live is the only microphone that we have is my headset that I'm talking into. So a lot of times, we have people say, why can't we hear the band? We'd love to hear the band. And eventually I hope that we can get to that point where we are able to provide another field mic and get some of that band action for you guys at home. But we will have video. They will have the video as long as the stream is going. We are hooked up to Raymondville's AV Club video stream, and we want to thank Raymondville ISD for giving that to us. So we have our students, the Raymondville high school students, running our cameras and running the cameras for Raymondville's games. So they're doing a great job. Raymondville's in about the second week, third week of school maybe, so these guys are learning on the go too. So we want to, really promote the hard work of these students that are running the cameras that give us tonight's video feed. So this is Real Sports Live. We're going to take a little break. Halftime here in Raymondville as the Bearcats are up 6-0. Now's your time to take your break as well. Restroom, snack, whatever it may be. I'll come back in a bit, look around some scores down in the valley, talk a little bit more football. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
We do everything with speed.
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Muriel. Hello?
Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
A world of opportunity awaits students on their unique path to college acceptance and career readiness. The path to college starts on day one in Los Fresnos, a path that starts with a solid foundation rooted in the classroom by exceptional educators. The path to college starts in Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click Fruya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Good Fruya Motors. We're always at your service.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live as we are at halftime here in Raymondville. Score 6-0 as the Bearcats have the lead at half. Wanted to bring you back to speed and just talk a little bit about some scores around the valley. Let's see what's happening out there in the RGV as far as football goes on this Friday night. Right now, Mission Vets 6-0. Mission Vet has that lead on McCallum Memorial. San Benito up big in the third, 28-0 against Pace. PSJ North 34, Los Fresnos 7. Vela 20, Edinburgh 7. Westlaco 21, Harlingen South 9. St. Joe 29, Santa Rosa 0. Donna 37, Valley View 0. Sherryland 14, Hannah 7. Lyford up 19-7 on La Villa. Those are some scores from around the valley. And we also have another one coming in. PSJ Southwest 14, La Feria 0. Plenty of football going on in the RGV tonight. Real Sports Live has you on a couple of them. You guys wanted football? Here it is. We're in week 2 of high school football in Texas. Lots going on, lots to be played. Harlingen and Mercedes going on right now as Harlingen is up big 41-7. You can find that on our Real Sports Live feed. Westlaco and South also on our feed. Plenty of football, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in Raymondville as the Bearcats are up 6-0. Getting that 6 was Christopher Guerrero on a fumble recovery. Picked it up, took it back 75 yards for the Bearcat touchdown. Stay with us. We're about 19 minutes away from the second half of football. We'll be back after this break.
HCISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click Furya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
I love what I do. I
I
really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything
Prontísimo.
Out of home business service.
Flexible.
Insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard, call today 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
A world of opportunity awaits students on their unique path to college acceptance and career readiness. The path to college starts on day one in Los Fresnos, a path that starts with a solid foundation rooted in the classroom by exceptional educators. The path to college starts in Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Border Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click Furrier.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard, call today 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click Fruya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Hollister Style Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Via ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Real Sports Live here in Raymondville. Bearcats up 6-0 at half. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the second half of play. Just catching you up on what happened in the first half of play. You know, it's been a back and forth. We've seen a lot of defensive stops here, but we've also seen some mistakes on both sides. You know, we had a big-time fumble. We've had some big penalties, just stuff that, you know, that these guys both need to clean up and fix up, and we're looking at a different ball game. You know, the biggest turnover was that Yellow Jacket turnover fumble that happened to be picked up by the Bearcats, Chris Cadetto, who took it back 75 yards for the lone score of our game so far. So we're going to see what adjustments both these coaches, Coach Cardenas and Coach Cantu, come out with. I'm sure, we may see some more throwing from Gutierrez down the field. On the Jacket side, we'll see if they can, continue to maneuver in that slot T to gain some yards, whatever they need to do. But both these teams are ready to go. I wanted to look at their districts. Edcouch-Elsa representing that 5A District 15. In that district, you have Porter, you have Gregory Portland, you have Mercedes, you have Flower Bluff, you have Valley View. It's not going to get any easier for these Edcouch Jackets. These guys are going to have to fine-tune as much as they can in their non-district season, get things together, and then get into that very tough 5A District 15 district. Next week, they're going to face Brownsville Rivera, and they'll continue to get ready for their district play. For the Raymondville Bearcats, then that 4A District 16, you got PI, Bishop, Grulia. So all four teams are going to get a playoff spot. It's just a matter of the seeding. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. One of the big games that they're already looking down to is that matchup with PI. PI beat Rio Hondo yesterday. So both teams now have played Rio Hondo and beat them. So we're going to see what happens down the road. Now next week, the Raymondville Bearcats play host to the Lyford Bulldogs. Once again, we got old school rivalry, and then we got a rivalry that's continued throughout the ages coming next week with Lyford coming to town over in Raymondville next week. So we're about a minute away from the second half of play. This is Real Sports Live. Please, once again, share our feed or share our stream on y'all's social media. Get the link for YouTube so everybody can tune in and watch, whether you're rooting for the Yellow Jackets or rooting for the Cats. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back for the second half of football here in a bit.
Lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
We do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Here we go, ready to rock and roll in the second half of play. Kickoff to the Bearcats, and that goes back into the end zone.
Your kicker, number 19, Jesus Ramirez.
So we're off and we're running, and let's see what adjustments both these teams have made in their halftime. Thanks for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Whether you're rooting on the Jackets or rooting on the Cats, chime in. We also have our chat going on YouTube. Mike Rodriguez, class of 2000-2001 Bearcats, said during his time, Bearcats beat the Yellow Jackets 26-21. And to start off, big time run by Posas and taken down by a tackle down at the ankles, but not before a big time run there and a touchdown saving tackle by the Jackets, Elijah Trevino. But what a way to start the second half as Posas makes something happen.
We have a lost phone on the east end of the home field side. Mr. Amaya has the phone. If you are losing,
Go back to that play. Here we go. There's that replay of Posas.
Hunter Posas once again.
So nice big run to start off the second half for the Cats. And Posas gets the call again on that next play and tries to hurdle somebody, but goes down on that tackle. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 8 ball on the Yellow Jacket 26-yard line. We have an official timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
A world of opportunity awaits students on their unique path to college acceptance and career readiness. The path to college starts on day one in Los Fresnos, a path that starts with a solid foundation rooted in the classroom by exceptional educators. The path to college starts in Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait?
Coming out of that official timeout, here we go, Bearcat ball. Robles takes it out to the left, finds some room to run off the left side. Taken out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. We got a flag that comes out, though. Might be a hold on the Bearcats. It will be a hold on the Cats, and that run will come back as Robles got around that left side, picked up some good yards, but that one's coming back. So it'll be a repeat of 2nd down, and now a 2nd and 8.
It'll be second at about 14 for the Bearcats.
Gutierrez gets his guys out. They're in a trips right, lone back. And the Bearcats look like they're going to get those 5 yards back as they get a defensive lineman to jump a little early. So big run by Posas, who got the Cats over. But it looks like it's going to be against the Bearcats. Oh, here we go. Now they're going the other way. I guess the officials had to talk a couple things over. Yeah, it will be against the Bearcats, so that takes them back another 5 yards. So the Bearcats now in a 2nd and long situation. Gutierrez back in that shotgun. Looks like they want to run the same play. There's a pump. Looking deep. Ball is thrown just a little short, but he did have a receiver wide open. Just couldn't get the ball out there.
Intended for number 3, Brian Robles.
But those DBs bit on that pump, and that left Robles open, just didn't reach him. A good play call by the Cats, as that would have worked if they could have connected. So a 3rd and 18 look for the Bearcats. Robles in motion. Gutierrez looks at Robles. There's a lot of pressure. Ball's on the floor, but I don't know. They might call that an incomplete pass. No, they call it a fumble. And ball's going to go over to the Yellow Jackets. And Coach Cantu does not agree with that call by the officials.
And the Yellow Jackets will take over. 37-yard line.
Coach Cantu said he was already in that throwing motion and that hand went forward, but they're going to call that a fumble. So another turnover on our game tonight. And now let's see if the Yellow Jackets can do something with it. Here comes Amaya rolling out, finds a receiver, and that's a catch.
Complete catch.
Amaya looks down the field and finds Moses De Leon for the connection, and that's a big-time play for the Jackets. So a fumble recovery and a big conversion there on that pass, and that's going to bring some life to the Jackets.
On the 37-yard line of the Bearcats.
Ball now on the Bearcat 37. Amaya under center. Amaya drops back again. They're going to go to the air. It's complete. So here come the Jackets as they decide to throw in a couple of wrinkles here and put that ball in the air. Just shy of the first. So we're looking at a 2nd and 9.
Number 12, taking that one on the completion, Frankie Cano.
That's a 9-yard completion, 2nd and 1. Amaya now hands that ball off to Juan De Leon. De Leon gets that Jacket first down.
Number 21, Hunter Posas on the carry.
Want to thank Emilio Contreras for tuning in, watching from Sonora. I don't know if I said that right, but thanks, Emilio Contreras for tuning in, rooting on the Bearcats.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line of the Bearcats.
Amaya drops back, looking for that inside route, incomplete. He's trying to point that maybe there is some interference, but they don't get that call.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Looks like they had a double slant on that left side. They just couldn't connect. 6-0 ball game, 3rd quarter. Jackets driving. Yellow Jackets get to the line. Amaya going under center. Amaya takes it himself, looks up the middle, has a man. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
But a flag comes down on the right side of the field. Let's see if they call that one back. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Yellow Jackets. Another miscue for the Jackets that'll take that touchdown back. And this is the stuff that I'm sure those sideline coaches are fuming about. The line sometimes, they're trying to continue the protection. They end up driving down the field instead of staying set in that block. They go a few more yards than they're supposed to. And there it is. There's that lineman downfield. Amaya dropping back again, just over the head of his receiver.
Third down, about 15 for the Yellow Jackets.
So the halftime adjustments are definitely being seen here by the Yellow Jackets. If they decided, hey, let's put the ball in the air. First half of play, they ground and pound, and it just wasn't paying off. So the coaching staff goes back in and they say, well, let's try something different. And still in that slot formation, but Amaya drops back and looking to get that ball off. But here's some pressure as the Bearcats get back there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And there's a sack by the Bearcats, Gus Oviedo.
Bring up fourth down for the Yellow Jackets.
So then the Bearcats adjust. They said, all right, we're going to go to the air, so then we'll bring some pressure. And sure enough, sack in the backfield that'll bring the Yellow Jackets now to a 4th and 22. What started as a push for the Jackets comes to an end by the Bearcat defense. Snap goes low, and the holder just jumps on it as Hunter Posas was back there to squash that one. So the Bearcats will get the ball back after that little push by the Jackets, as the Jackets look to have had something going for them. And just like that, the Bearcats squash it. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. As Rio Sports Live has you play-by-play, want to thank the Raymondville High School AV Club, as they are our camera crew, so we want to thank the students for learning the ropes on the camera. Here comes Gutierrez. They picks up that first down for the Bearcats.
Jasper Martinez for the Jackets. Official timeout. We got a player down on the
We were here in Raymondville for their first scrimmage, and this was before school even started. And, we had to bring our camera crew with that because the students hadn't started school yet. But now the school's back. These guys are learning the ropes on the video side of things with a production crew and all. They have about 2 or 3 cameras. They got a couple up top. They got a couple on the field as the students are learning the angles and the zoom ins and the zoom outs. So students are learning, which is really awesome for these guys here at Raymondville High School. Looks like we're going to go into a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Porter Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Out of that timeout, here come the Bearcats, man, in motion. Gutierrez pulls it down himself, following some blockers, has some room to run up that right side. Has to escape one and is pushed out of bounds right before the first down marker.
Forced out of bounds. My number 10, Raven Gatsa.
Raven Garza gets the push out of bounds there to stop Gutierrez. Gutierrez is a big boy, so it was a good side. It was a good push to get him out, but it looks like he did cross that first down marker, and that'll be a Bearcat first down. Bosas comes in, take over the QB duties. They like to throw him into the wrinkle because they know he's going to put his head down and go. He gets up the middle, picks up a tough 5 to 6 yards there.
Both sides gets up the middle. Finally brought down by the yellow jacket line there. Second down and about 4.
So 2nd and 4, ball gets down to the 34-yard line. Yellow Jackets are trying to stop this momentum by the Cats as the Cats have been driving down the field. Bosas once again makes a cut out to the left, finds a seam and crosses the 20-yard line.
Brought down by number 9, Jasper.
So Bosas gets the call once again, and usually when we see Bosas in the game at that quarterback position, it's almost like a wildcat formation. He's just going to get the snap, and they're going to say go. Follow a block, look for your biggest guy to follow, and go, go, go.
Number 7,
Gutierrez back in that shotgun. So Gutierrez back at the helm. Wouldn't be surprised if they're going to air it out here. No, Gutierrez pulls it down. He tries to get out to that right side, gets through 2 tacklers, and what could have been a tackle for loss, Gutierrez somehow slims himself and gets through 2 tackles. Let's take a look at that one again.
That'll be 6 for the Bearcats. They're in the red zone, ladies and gentlemen.
You turn themselves sideways.
Yeah, turn sideways. I hate it when you start sweating. I can't see. I gotta see the officials.
You've seen it last week.
Bearcats still driving. Ball now on the 15, 2nd and 6. Gutierrez gets to the Robles. Robles trying to stretch it out to the left. Gets inside the 10.
Brian Robles on the carry.
As Acevedo and Frankie Gano in on that tackle.
Nazario Acevedo. 3rd down and about 1 for the Bearcats. Let's make
Shout
some
out to
noise,
Jacob
Bearcat fans.
Bosas watching tonight. Here comes Bosas. Looks for some room up the middle. Gets the 1st down. And now the Cats are looking at a 1st and goal.
And that looks to be enough.
If you look out on the screen right now, he was following number 55. That's Nick Gomez. And Nick is a mountain of a young man. And he led that push to get that Bearcat 1st down. So now the Bearcats looking at a 1st and goal, 1st and 6. 6 on the ball on the 6-yard line. Bosas gets the call once again.
At the 2-yard line.
Gets to the 2. Yellow Jackets are going to need a stand here to try to keep the Bearcats out of the end zone. Let's see if the Yellow Jacket defense is up to the challenge, as the Cats have just marched this ball down the field this whole series. 1st and goal, 2nd and 2, 2nd and goal, ball on the 2. Tackle in that backfield as Matt Enriquez, who's had himself a nice game on that D-line, picks up that tackle. So 3rd and goal now. Let's see if they go back to Bosas. It looks like they do. They're going to get into that wildcat formation, have Bosas in the back. Bosas pulls it down, finds a seam. Let's see, did he get in? They say no, he does not. He stopped at about the half-yard line, maybe the 1. And the Cats are going to call a timeout, see what they want to do here on this 4th and goal situation with the ball on the 1. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this timeout break.
Want a quinceañera in the first place, I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay, yeah.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click Fruya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally.
All right, Raymondville Bearcat fans, put your hands
Welcome back. Here we are, 4th and goal. Ball right up on that QB sneak as Bosas tries to push it in. Let's see the official call. Looks like the ball fell down and out. And no touchdown. As on the push, that ball might have been popped out. Bosas saying that he still had the ball in his possession, though. Let's see what the official call is. And it's going to be a 4th and goal stand as the Yellow Jackets deny the Cats that touchdown. So big time defensive stance by the Yellow Jackets as they deny the Bearcats on that 4th and goal with the ball on the 1. And that just comes down to the fight right there. You know, just the stance itself says a lot about that Yellow Jacket defense, especially when you got a runner like Bosas on the other side who can just plow that ball. Good job.
Stop on the line there. Looked to be like number 55, Nick Gomez. Also number 21.
So now you have the Jackets against the wall. And I won't doubt if the Cats just jailbreak and bring the house to try to get back in that end zone.
The senior class has Kona Ice over there on the visiting side. 50% of the proceeds go to the senior class.
Jacob Bosas, thanks for tuning in to our YouTube. Jacob Bosas was a Raymondville quarterback himself a couple years back, and Hunter is his brother. So he's rooting on the Bearcats and his brother Hunter. Amaya drops back, finds a seam, incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Pass intended for number 10. Craven got us up. I'll bring up 3rd down. And about 8 for the Yellow Jackets.
We're getting close to the end of this 3rd quarter. Score still 6-0. Cats had an opportunity to punch it in, but that Yellow Jacket defense got stingy and stopped that momentum of the Cats.
Safety.
Lots of pressure, but Amaya escapes and gets out of that end zone because that pressure was coming. So saved himself that safety.
That'll be 4th down and almost 3.
What is it? On the 9. On the 9? Close enough.
4th down and 2.
So 4th and 2, ball on the 9. As we get close to the end of this quarter, let's see how it's actually 4th and 2, so Jackets are going to punt this ball away. Slade Gutierrez in that back. He touches the ball. It was going to be a fumble, but it looks like the Jackets, when they were trying to leap out to jump with that ball, they hit Gutierrez in the back, and that pushed Gutierrez to fall on top of that ball. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter, and we're ready for 4th quarter of play. Raymondville Bearcats up 6-0, but it's still anybody's ball game. Stay tuned as we get ready for the last quarter of play. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas.
I've got my...
Start of the fourth, Bearcat ball. Gutierrez pulls out, tries to take it up the right, but here comes the swarm of Jackets on that tackle. Flag does fly out. Let's see what the call is going to be.
Taken down by number 3, Nazario Acevedo.
I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. We got you on YouTube. Thank you all for sharing the link. I know there was lots of people looking for our stream on Facebook, but once again, once we get all these games going on a Friday night, it's an order, and it hits a certain amount of streams on our Facebook page, and then it cuts off. And it says only so many streams can be on, so that leaves everybody else over to YouTube, and YouTube will carry as many games as we can. So thank you once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Got lots of the chat going on. Got plenty of Yellow Jackets, former Yellow Jackets. Got plenty of former Bearcats on, and family, friends of both sides. Thank you once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. We have an official timeout. We'll be back after this.
If you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis.
Back out from that official timeout. Bosas back in that Wildcat, lowers his head, stays on his feet, still chopping, has a swarm of Jackets all over him, but still picks up about 3 to 4 yards.
Hunter Bosas to be taken down initially by number 9, Jasper Martinez.
Still anybody's game. We were here in this fourth quarter, 6-0. And a lot of ball left to play. Second and 1 for the Bearcats. Ball on the Jackets 49.
On their own 48-yard line.
Whistles are blowing, and the Cats want to call a timeout.
Watch what play they call, and then remember the 1 yard down.
So let's see what Coach Ganthu draws up here as we're at about 11 minutes left in this game. Bearcat ball. We'll be back after this.
They went from here all the way to there running off tackle.
Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
right, back out of that Bearcat timeout. Bearcat ball, 2nd and 1. Man in motion. Ball's pitched out, but Yellow Jackets are all over that as they sniff out that play there. And there's a flag.
Brian Robles. I didn't see that coming either. Flag on the play.
Might have been another mental mistake by the Bearcats, who were at a 2nd and 1. That flag's going to go against them on an unsportsmanlike penalty. So what was a 2nd and 1 for the Bearcats is going back on that personal foul. And that's the kind of things that I know Coach Cantu is not going to be happy about. You go from a 3rd and 1 to now a 3rd and long. Gutierrez rolling out to his right. He wants to look downfield. He airs it out, has a receiver down there. Incomplete pass.
Intended for number 12.
Pass was intended for Slade Gutierrez. Coverage was nice on Gutierrez.
Yellow Jacket on the play.
Looks like we have a Yellow Jacket shaking up. So we're going to go into another official timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Back from the official timeout, 10:32, about 10 and a half in this 4th. Bearcats elect to punt. Punt takes a big-time Bearcat bounce and roll. And touched at about the 15. So that's where the Yellow Jackets will get the ball. And let's see if the Yellow Jackets can come out with that same momentum that they had earlier. Amaya was dropping back out of that slot T. They had a couple quick completions, moved the ball, cover some yards, but they just couldn't do much inside the 15-yard lines. So let's see if they can fix things up. So Yellow Jack is going to get the ball at the 16, on their own 16. Another Yellow Jacket shaking up about midfield, so they'll tend to him. But a couple things that we've looked at, it's a 6-0 ball game. We had our lone touchdown on the defensive side of the Bearcats, which was a fumble recovery brought back 75 yards by Chris Guerrero.
Number 5, Alvaro Amaya, still your quarterback.
We're back. Here we go. Ball tossed out to the left. Tries to stretch it, but nice open field tackle by the Bearcats. Looks like that was Adrian Guajardo.
Could be number 8 on the carry, Moses De Leon. Second down.
We're about the 10-minute mark left in the game as the Jackets would like to get something going here. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. We have you on YouTube tonight. Thank you all for sharing the link to get as many of the Jackets and Bearcat fans to get to our game. I know a lot of people were looking for the game on Facebook.
Throws it out of bounds. Throws it out of bounds.
That pass, nobody there. That'll be an incomplete pass, as that pass, it didn't really look like any receiver was there either. Just had to get out of there and get rid of the ball. So Amaya gets out of the pocket, which saved him because he had nowhere else to go.
Let's give it up for this defense. 3rd down and 10.
Maya under center. Drops back, looking down the field. He wants to go deep. He has a man. Pass is complete at the 50, at the 40, 30. All alone as the lone defender falls. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
So the Yellow Jackets with a big-time strike down the field. And that touchdown goes to Moses De Leon. And here come the Jackets once again. Still lots of time to play in this quarter. Game is up for grabs, and now we have a 6-6 game. So Jackets get on the board on that pass from Amaya to De Leon. And here comes the extra point. And that is no good.
The point after is no
Ball
good.
glides a little bit to the left, but the Yellow Jackets are on the board. Let's take a look at that touchdown pass again.
Edcouch-Elsa, Yellow Jackets. He kicked it way out there.
I watched him in practice.
I'd like to invite my
What was that? Where were they?
Edcouch-Elsa fans over there.
When that touchdown?
Senior class. Concession
You remember where they were?
Ice is also there. Half of the proceeds will go to the senior class. Help these guys out over there.
So the Yellow Jackets get on that board. Amaya to De Leon for the big-time touchdown. Scores tied 6-6 as both of those extra points on those touchdowns were no good. We'll be back after this.
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click FruYou.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Luke Freya Motors, we're always at your service.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Sherryland ISD, a national.
Here we go out of that Jacket touchdown. Bearcats going to try to do something here. Jackets all over that. As the ball gets to about the 24-yard line. So once again, Jackets get on the board as that deep pass from Amaya to De Leon takes it to the house. And we're at a 6-6 game with. And in true fashion, you know, Jackets and Cats, and we've got a close one. Going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes here in this last 9 minutes of play and who can capitalize and make something happen. Ball handed off to the outside. Tries to stretch it a little too much and just nothing there as Chris Gonzalez gets that call.
Nice tackle by number 11, Nathan Amaya for the Yellow Jackets. Loss of about 2 on the carry.
That carry loses about 3, so now maybe about 2. Now the Cats are looking at a 2nd and 12. Ball on the 22. Gutierrez in that shotgun has 2 backs next to him. Gutierrez pulls it himself, tries to find a blocker, but nothing there.
Diego Gutierrez once again. Tackle by number 15.
Not much up the middle. The interior D-line of the Jackets have done a stellar job tonight, stuffing up that middle, not giving up much. We've talked about Matt Enriquez a couple of times tonight. He's part of that. Bearcats need something here. 3rd and 11. Man in motion. Gutierrez rolling out. Flag comes out, but Gutierrez looks opposite side, going down the field. It's a jump ball. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended for number 1, Adrian Guajardo. Flag on the play.
Flag back here at the original marker, and that's going to be against the Bearcats, and that's going to take them back some. So 4th and 11. The Cats are going to punt away. Jackets back to receive. It's picked up and taken by Craven Garza. Garza's taken down by Slade Gutierrez.
Taken down by number 12, Slade Gutierrez. Oh, number 32 in on the tackle, Chris Gonzalez.
So now it's the Jackets' turn. And let's see. I also think we talk about conditioning right now. Let's see. This 4th quarter has been back and forth. These guys on that field, the team that's in the best condition may be the team that's going to come out on top tonight.
Don't get caught by surprise and they throw it again on the outside.
Amaya found De Leon on their last drive. Let's see if they continue to keep it in the air. I know one of the offensive minds over there, Coach Jaime Infante, back in his head coaching days, he liked to air that ball out. So I wouldn't be surprised. And here we go. Amaya does find his receiver still on his feet and finally hit. And a flag does come out. And that was Moses De Leon once again. And that's going to go against the Bearcats. Another personal foul, a face mask call. So that big pass and catch, and then the personal foul is marching that Yellow Jacket offense down the field, and now they have themselves some nice field possession as that ball's on the 26 of the Bearcats.
Number 12, the ball carrier.
And here comes Cano. Cano marches down and picks up another first down for the Jackets.
Number 2, Matt Cano. Number 12, Frankie Cano. On the carry, it'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10, ball on the 14. I tell you, we had a 6-0 game for 3 quarters, and all it takes is 1 quarter, tie things up, and the Jackets still marching. Amaya under center. Ball handed off. Coming up that left side, tries to break it back inside. Still on his feet, gets inside the 5.
Number 55, Nick Gomez on the tackle.
Bearcats, Nick Gomez picks up that tackle.
Be 1st and goal, Yellow Jackets.
So now 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets as that ball is put on the 4-yard line. Yellow Jackets get to the line. Amaya under center. Here's the handoff inside. Looks like the Jackets found a crease. Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Number 12, Frankie Cano.
Frankie Cano finds a crease on that right side of his line and crosses for the Edcouch-Elsa touchdown. Let's see that again. The extra point attempt comes up. It goes up, and it is good, and it's through. Extra point goes in. Edcouch-Elsa 13, Raymondville 6.
That'll bring the score. Raymondville Bearcats 6. Edcouch-Elsa.
Plenty of time for ball as this game has gotten excited. And we've got lots of ball to play. We still got about 5 minutes or so in this game. Raymondville comes back with the ball. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237.
Coming out of that Yellow Jacket touchdown as Gano found himself a 2-yard touchdown run. And here come the Bearcats.
Number 2, done by himself.
Looks like his knee went down. He went down himself.
Down at about the 29-yard line. That was number 2, Ethan Barnhart.
So now it's the Bearcat turn. Let's see what they can produce here. They're going to need to have themselves a drive here, maybe hopefully find the end zone to get themselves back into this game as the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets have all the momentum scoring on their last 2 drives. Gutierrez looks downfield. Looks like a miscommunication between him and the receivers. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd and 10 now. Keeping in mind, we also will be awarding the Economy Award Player of the Game at the end. Who are y'all's thoughts should be the player of the game? Gutierrez pulls, draws back, looks downfield for his receiver. It's deep, but incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Intended for number 3, Brian Robles.
He's this close from timing it.
Well, he hit him one time, but I mean, you're talking 40 yards.
So now a 3rd and 10. Bearcats gonna need something here to try to convert, get themselves a 1st down and stay on the field. And Coach Cantu might feel like there's still plenty of time.
For the Bearcats.
Bearcats spread out in this formation. They have themselves a trips right. Gutierrez rolling out. Has some room. Finds a receiver. Is complete. And the Bearcats pick up the 1st down. Big conversion for the Cats as they were looking at that 3rd and 10. So that was a necessity. So keeps this drive alive as Gutierrez gets that reception. Gutierrez rolling out, holds the ball, but here come the Jackets as that ball was handed off to Guerrero. But that inside interior line,
Taken down by number 32.
Marlon Barco in that back, linebacker, the Barco brothers.
2nd down and long for the Bearcats.
Get back there and stop that one. So about 4:30 left in our game. 2nd and 17. Edcouch, this might be a free play as Edcouch might have jumped the line as they were trying to bring pressure. Gutierrez looks down, has a man through the hands, incomplete.
Incomplete pass to number 12, Slade.
But once again, looks like that might be a free play as the Jackets were going to bring some pressure. They might have jumped. So close to about 4 minutes left in our game. Yellow Jackets 13-6. Bearcats trying to keep this drive alive. 2nd and 12. Trips left for the Cats. Gutierrez rolls out to his left. Has some time. Looking down the field. Ball falls short. Just not enough on it. So the Cats are looking for that deep ball, but they cannot connect. So the Cat offense taking some chances by looking downfield. Now a 3rd and 12. Through 3 quarters, Cats are up 6-0. And then Jackets come and score 2 touchdowns in the 4th. Gutierrez rolling out to his right. Has some time, pulls it himself. Taking, still trying to stay on his feet. But nothing there. Flag comes out. It's probably going to be a holding call. Sure enough, holding on the Bearcats.
Down by number 42, Matt Gomez with the Yellow Jackets.
So that'll put the Bearcats at about a 4th and 15. So Bearcats gonna punt this one away. And takes a Yellow Jacket bounce.
All right,
setting up the Yellow Jackets
we got the raffle that was going over there on the Edcouch-Elsa
at about the
side.
37-yard line. So the Jackets are going to get the ball back. Got about 3.5 left in this game.
We have a winner.
And they just need to hold this ball, take care of it to keep that clock going. And I'm sure that's exactly what Coach Cardenas is going to want to do. Let's just chip away at this clock and let that clock wind down. While Coach Cantu is going to try to find a way to get the ball back.
On the Edcouch-Elsa side.
Time is against the Cats now as they need to play with some urgency. And here is the Yellow Jackets, has some room to run, picks up a good gain of about 8. Gano lowers his shoulder and picks up about 8 to 9 yards.
The winner of the raffle can pick up their prize at the Raymondville Athletic Booster Club concession stand. Second down and 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Jack has come to the line, Amaya under center. Ball handed off. Tries to stretch it out to the left, and he does, and has nice running room down the field. Tries to stay in bounds. Looks like he did before finally going out of bounds. Looked like. Is that Juan de Leon?
Out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. 26-yard line.
So he gets down to the 26 as the Jackets keep driving down the field. The ball now on the 26, 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Ball handed off once again, trying to keep that clock going, staying in bounds, gets up the middle. Picks up about 7. And that clock is going to continue to go as we get close to the 2-minute mark. Yellow Jack is going to keep that ball on the ground and keep that clock ticking. Amaya gets to the line under center. There's the handoff. Tries to get in the backfield. Big time stop for a tackle for loss is Posas. As he picks up that tackle for loss. As Frankie Cano tries to get around that right side, but Posas gets him from the back. But once again, that clock is going, and that's what the Jackets want.
Third down and about 5 for the Jackets.
13-6 game, 1:30 left. The Bearcats need a stop, and the Yellow Jackets need to keep it going. They're in no rush. Trying to get that clock down as much as they can. Looks like a free play up the middle. As there was some movement. But Amaya busts through. And there was no flag on there. But there was a lot of movement, but it looks like that. Oh, there was a fumble on the play. Bearcats get the ball.
The Raymondville Bearcats recover.
I need to double check. Let's take a look. And the coaches are all going to come out on this one. Let's take a look and see what happened here.
Bearcats ball. The 11-yard line. We have the winner for the Raymondville Athletic Booster Club raffle on the Raymondville side. Numbers 0551.
So it just looked, when I say there was a lot of movement out there, it looked like that the center and the quarterback were on the same page, but nobody else was. And I guess there at the very end, the ball popped out, and that's going to give the Bearcats the ball back with a little bit over a minute. So now the Bearcats get a chance to do something here. Here's the completion of Slade Gutierrez. Gutierrez makes the catch and gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Once again, the winner was Rosa Reyes on the
So that was an interesting turn of events.
You can pick up your prize at the Raymondville Athletic Booster Club.
As we got a minute left, Bearcats get the ball back on that fumble by the Jackets, as the Jackets looked like they were ready to punch it in again and secure this win. But this gives life back to the Bearcats and an opportunity to come up. This might be another free play. Pass is complete. Gets the first down, gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And another flag comes out that might be a late hit on the sideline. So a couple of flags come out. One might be an offsides on the Jackets, and then a late hit comes out on that sideline. Offsides is the first one. That one's declined. And then the Bearcats are going to take that personal foul on that sideline. So what a turn of events. As you saw the Yellow Jackets running down the clock. And then something happens to where they fumble inside the 10, give the Bearcats back the ball. And the Bearcats, with about 50 seconds, are driving. Pass is complete to Gutierrez. Gutierrez and Gutierrez make the connection. And the Bearcats are driving. But that's going to come back, as that's going to be a hold on the Bearcats. So it looks like there's going to be a timeout, and we'll be back. We got 42 seconds left of the game as we've got ourselves a thriller. There's Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Here we go. 42 seconds, Bearcat ball. 1st and 20. Gutierrez drops back. Has time. Looks deep down the field. Interception by the Jackets. Jackets get the ball back. Taking it back, still on his feet and taken down. And looks like that's going to be about it as the Yellow Jackets get the interception.
There is a flag on the play.
But it looks like there is a flag. But it might be after. Yellow Jackets keep the ball. Big time interception. And that's going to pretty much seal it. Ball goes back to the 25-yard line. Yellow Jacket ball. Bearcats have themselves an opportunity. They decide to go deep, and that ball just hung in the air a little too long as the Yellow Jacket secondary was able to jump up and pick it off.
And he'll kneel it.
And the Jackets get into their victory formation. They kneel that ball.
That'll be 2nd down. As the clock runs down.
And that clock is just going to keep on ticking. And this game is pretty much over, ladies and gentlemen. But what a fight by both teams. It was all Bearcats for 3 quarters. And like I said, when we got to that 4th, it's still anybody's game. And the Jackets pull off the win in late fashion, winning 13-6. So that'll make the Jackets 1-1 on the season and the Bearcats 1-1. But what a great game tonight. I thank you all for staying with us on Real Sports Live as this renewal rivalry comes back, and I'm sure this will just make it that much better for them to get this game going again as the Yellow Jackets come into Raymondville and steal the show. This is Rio Sports Live coming, bringing you tonight's action. We appreciate Raymondville ISD for having us. Great hospitality. Next week, Brownsville Rivera and Edcouch-Elsa as Raymondville will be hosting the Lyford Bulldogs. Hope to see you then. Have a good night. Real Sports Live